Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And I'm Carter Glasscock.
That's right. The goddamn OG Corona crew is in the fucking house. No guests needed.
That's right.
No,
Just
not
diaries
at all.
only.
That's right. Ooh, let's put an entry into the diary.
Dear diary,
Dear,
life's been fucked up lately.
has it?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. But in a grander sense, personally, not really.
Yeah. Isn't that the son of a bitch? You're like, wow, it seems like the world's falling apart. I'm feeling
It's like you can't even tell someone you're having a good day anymore.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and yet
I feel fine.
I feel fine.
Who said that? Matchbox 20 said that.
That's right.
That was a Matchbox 20 song.
MB20. I almost said MB2K. Matchbox 2000.
Mystery Box Theater 2000.
Now we're thinking Matchbox 2000.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah. We had the preposterous band names last week, and nobody's taken Matchbox 20,000.
Matchbox 20,000. Yeah.
There we go.
Those are the ones too. Like I'll take anal vomit over like a lazy retread.
Anal Vomit's actually a good name.
It's evocative.
It's evocative.
Yeah, it makes you think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a thinker.
I've gone back to something that y'all know I was checking out a lot during the pandemic, which of course was Gordon Ramsay, Kitchen Nightmares, YouTube.
Wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This doesn't taste like fucking olive. You know.
You're fucking weak. Well, that's a Christian Bale. I get mad at English people.
I mean, they're kind of the same genre.
I don't know if you can talk about it, but somebody we know is working on a Gordon Ramsay show.
Oh shit.
I don't know if you can like talk about it. It'd be fun to maybe have him.
That
on
sounds
the
like
podcast.
absolutely.
Sounds like
I don't know.
He did that thing that everyone does, where it's like, I can't say anything about it. Okay, I'll tell you.
No, that's me saying that. I don't want to blow his spot up or say.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should have him on the show to see if he's a dumbass.
Yeah.
He is. It sounds like he is.
Gordon Ramsay is.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay.
It sounds like he's extremely busy and he's mad all the time.
Yeah.
Kind of in character, but in real life also.
Yeah.
Does he drink?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Something about like rageaholics. I'm like, do they throw alcohol in the mix?
Yeah.
To make it extra spicy?
I don't.
Maybe.
It's
probably Coke.
That was the thing. Yeah.
That's like the Anthony Bourdain. Like, look, we chose this life.
yeah.
No, this life chose us. We didn't choose it. We have to make charcuterie boards.
It's definitely
And
a
snort
blow
heroin.
sort of thing, sort of job.
Or he's maybe past that point in his life, but that became his television personality. So now he just has to sort of
Chefs and stand-ups, they're
put on
like,
the show.
we're on the front line every day to provide entertainment. Like doctors, like, yeah, I'm a doctor. I save people's lives. I don't really like to talk about it.
It's just a job.
Just a job. Just a job.
Just a job.
I am a free speech warrior.
Yeah. There we go. From the front lines of battle.
The front lines. You should see just mowing people down with giggles and chuckles.
But yeah, so I started, I was like watching some Kitchen Nightmares, and they have their own YouTube channel. Like Gordon Ramsay has his channel, which has, I think, like 15 million subscribers. But Kitchen Nightmares has its own separate channel that I think has over 6 million subscribers. And basically this...
Damn, how do we get those numbers?
I know. Hell yeah.
We got to start yelling at each other.
Okay.
We have to have a show that
You said that with this kind of steely confidence that it's like, say the word. I will make both of you cry. I believe you could too.
But this is a show that's been off the air since 2014, and they are still amassing subscribers by just cutting up old episodes and putting them up as clips.
It's one that you could just it's a throw on in the background. Could watch it a million times over.
Oh, it's always hilarious. The moment, my favorite moment in Kitchen Nightmares is right before Gordon comes in the restaurant, where they're showing him being cocky about their shitty food.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite, is the guy just being like, if Chef Ramsay comes in and tells me that my fucking tortellini sucks, I'm gonna throw it at his head. And then Gordon Ramsay comes in there and it's like floating in like castor oil for some reason. You're like, what the fuck is this?
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then he finds a
vomit
bag in the back and it's frozen.
Yes. Every goddamn time they're like, this is fresh ravioli. And then he goes back, he's like, what is this? This is frozen.
Is this fresh?
It's just fresh. There was one where he was like, "This is an insult to the people of Japan." I was like, yes, you are definitely the person to say that about this idiot sushi pizza, which was a real thing. It was like it was
Dude, Japanese. We should dive into this. Japanese pizza is fucked up.
Is it?
Yeah,
I've never had
it's
it.
fucked. Well, I haven't either, but I've seen pictures of it because it's basically just like they took their style cuisine and put it on a pizza. So there's a pizza I saw that has clams in the shell
Oh yeah, sure.
on top of the pizza.
I actually have seen some of this, yeah. Which is, I'm sure there is a podcast happening in Japan right now where they're talking about, American version of Japanese food and being like, the whole thing is sugar. It's all sugar, I swear to God. But,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. But, well, the weird thing, though, the thing I wanted to bring up is that they've been posting on this thing for 12 years. And up until last spring, all of the video titles were, like, pretty normal. So it'd be like, Gordon gets a shocking amount of butter, and Gordon uncovers a frozen mess of pasta. Owner laughs as Gordon throws up in the toilet. These sorts of things.
I'd clickbait. I'd click those.
Yeah,
Sure,
well,
that's good
sure.
clickbait.
I'd say those are,
Like the probability of him yelling at someone trying their best is probably pretty high.
Oh yeah, it's every clip, and I agree. I think this is acceptable clickbait, but something happened after February 24th, 2021 to the titles of these videos. So, like I said, the show's been off the air since 2014, but they're still adding clips. And I swear to God, it's like they hired somebody's 13-year-old nephew to title the videos.
Yeah, they probably legitimately did hire someone new.
It's
Gordon Ramsay tears apart fart sandwich.
dude, it's so much weirder than that.
Okay.
So yeah, the last normal video title was February 24th, 2021. That's a Wednesday. And then March 3rd, 1 week later, when I presume some sort of new social media person comes in, this is the last normal title was Gordon finds a drawer full of raw and cooked meat. Okay. All right. And then 1 week later, memes that I'm definitely not watching at 3 a.m.
That's a title of a video
of a Kitchen Nightmares video from their official channel.
What's the video? Did you watch it?
It has nothing to do with that. I actually checked on all of these. None of them have anything to do with what he's talking about. Here's some other ones.
You know when you're online and you're like, what memes would I not click on?
Well, I mean, I have a set time of day where I deal with memes.
Yeah. That's true.
Meme 30.
I'll get up, have a little breakfast, go for a run with my dog. I have like a really like a greyhound.
Yeah.
I run with the dog. We kind of keep pace with each
run
other.
around the track chasing a rabbit.
I have an egg and some fish for lunch, and then I talk about memes. I do my meme work for 2 hours.
Well, that's a good way to relax.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I love memes and I love youth culture, and I'm Gen Z, so it makes sense.
Here's some other titles. I'm Kanye West doing my Kanye best.
So these are just completely. They don't have anything to do with the content of the video.
400-year-old woman in North Carolina being like, I accidentally pooped on myself upstairs.
Hello.
Yeah, like it's that. But then there's just that. Here's another one. Moments that live in my head rent free. Just a regular segment. It's not even a compilation. It's just.
I think they're throwing in like a parlance of the times to get clicks.
Yeah,
but living in your head rent free is like definitely a parlance of the times that they're going to be like, oh, kids love that saying that fucking shit.
Well, yeah, maybe it was just maybe they look at SEO stuff, search engine optimization, if you don't know, and they go, what are people searching for on YouTube right now?
See, that's what I'm
sure there's one that's called Swaggy as Hell or something like that.
Oh yeah, well, there's one that's my toxic trait is thinking that I can cook like Gordon Ramsay.
That's like the title of a TikTok video.
Yeah. My BF is toxic FR.
I live in Spain, but the S is silent.
That sounds like we're jumping to the jam of the day.
I know, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was going to say it sounds like an emo song or something.
Moments more bonkers than Dr. Octopus showing up in Spider-Man No Way Home.
So yeah, so I guess
haven't
just
seen that one. So I don't.
yeah, dude.
no,
but, like,
I never. I don't care for the new ones.
right, but it has nothing to do with plantains, and,
Right. Well, see,
and this humble Cuban restaurant's inability to prepare them.
What I just said, like, see how easily distracted I am by being it's about Gordon Ramsay stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know if I like the new Spider-Man. It's like I like completely derailed from like.
Are there any comments on these? Like mentioning that the video title has nothing to do with the video.
I don't know. I just noticed it myself because I was trolling around that site. I just,
It's probably just underneath it says LOL he mad AF bro.
I just don't know. I don't know. Then there's one. Let's see. I can't think of anything funny. Make up your own title. IDK. That's the title. And then
Everyone needs a starter job.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is absolutely someone's nephew.
These nephews are going to start doing the open mics in LA, and everyone's going to be like, I mean, his dad runs Viacom.
Yeah. And then my favorite one, and this one could be a good pun if it actually showed what is in the title. There's one that's just called Certified Hood Classics. Now, if this was a compilation of them cleaning out the big hood vent above the grill, which also happens a lot in Kitchen Nightmares, like they come in and the hood vent is all fucked up and
dripping grease.
It hasn't been cleaned in 15 years.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, then that's an okay title, but that is not what that video is. That video is about someone's inability to do stuffed peppers.
And this is from the official account?
With a check mark, the official Kitchen Nightmares YouTube account.
Further proof, check marks don't mean shit.
They don't mean shit.
They don't
Yeah.
mean shit.
Somebody realized that no one checks their work at their job.
Right.
They're like, oh,
Yeah.
my boss never looks at shit. Watch this.
Or someone like actively trying to get fired even. Like, I bet I could just, write bullshit and no one will notice. And
Yeah.
it's funny they're trying to do the SEO thing because they have 6 million subscribers. It's like, how much more traffic do you need to drive over here? People pretty
Kitchen
much...
Nightmares is one of those things they show on Pluto.
Yeah.
It's like all day long.
The channel and the planet.
Yeah.
That's being like projected out into the. Well, it's not a planet anymore, I guess.
Oh, by the way, no biggie, but I was on Pluto, actually. Someone texted me
Oh, wow.
on the old the Pro Wrestling Wrestle Days documentary by friend Keith Blomberg. I guess they ran that on the wrestling show, so somebody texted me like, hey, you're on Pluto. I was like, all right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Credit.
I literally wrote back, I was like, oh yeah, Sam watches that.
Now, Sam, you don't need you don't need an account to watch Pluto.
No,
right?
it's
You can just
completely free. It's for like the poor people. It's for people that don't know anybody with Netflix.
So do you
'cause they're
just-
that poor?
do you just get clobbered with advertising? Anything you want to watch?
It's pretty comparable to regular TV, to be honest.
Okay.
Most of the shows have like a commercial break, where it's designated we're leaving and coming back, and they'll
Right.
do commercials there. But sometimes they'll break in the middle of the show.
Okay.
And it's really weird.
Dude, you made it to Pluto. That's pretty That's pretty
I used
far.
to have a
What
roast
they say.
battle channel where they just play roast battle, a whole channel of that show. Roast
just the
Battle.
show. It would be funny if it was like shitty YouTube videos of it too, like the live show.
Dude, they have shit on Pluto. They have a fucking conspiracy channel and fucking these.
Oh.
Dude, the documentaries are so bad. Like, even YouTube users would be like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
Yeah.
people wouldn't watch it on
Just
YouTube.
all David Icke and shit.
Yeah, and
the
it's like
sub loose change shit.
single camera, two crazy people talking to each other about aliens. It's not even loose. It would be interesting if it was anything other than space aliens and occasionally Bigfoot or
Which even then is just cashing in on like ancient aliens and shit like that.
Pluto is just full of stuff people wouldn't touch. Like any streaming service would not pay a cent for.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, like you. There's like 4 different pro wrestling channels,
Oh,
and then one lucha channel that only does AAA 24 hours a day.
Fuck. All right.
See?
one of these days. I'll get the damn Pluto.
It's already on your Roku.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
Hey.
one of those things that's preloaded and you've just never seen it because you have streaming accounts.
Better than Crackle. Crackle's not preloaded.
Oh yeah, Crackle's
And
bad.
Crackle will fucking hit you with ads like you're a goddamn child who's been misbehaving.
like you're a fucking elderly person
Yeah.
staring at a TV at the corner of a room in a retirement home.
all right, let's go ahead and do this. I found myself in Anaheim a couple days ago for work.
He plays Goofy.
That's right. I was checking in as one of the cast members at Disney. But yeah,
this can looks crazy already.
So I walked into a little bodega there, and I found this. This is Caballo Negro, Black Horse energy drink. So this can wants you to think this is from Mexico. It's in Spanish and English. So it wants to kind of insinuate that it's from Mexico. It is not. This is from Anaheim. They make this shit in Anaheim.
Right. Well, Anaheim used to be Mexico.
That's true. Good point. Good point.
So did Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
Very good point. And then Spain before that. And then before that, the land of the Chumash and the Tongva. I mentioned I'm a tour guide.
But
who was before that, though?
Arguably the Clovis people, but they haven't really been able to like...
He doesn't know. He doesn't fucking know shit.
Probably like the mastodons. I don't test his knowledge of this shit. I remember one time you went over all this when you gave me that job very graciously, and you went over all this at a lunch, and I was like, and then I tried to do it on a tour, and like they A, didn't care, and B, could smell a rat. They knew I was fucking it up, and so I was like, look out the window, look, that's the Hollywood sign. They were like, we're so far away from it. I know, but we're getting closer. And then I was like, turned the air conditioning up so to drown out the uncomfortable silence.
That's a good move.
Yeah. I should have turned up the radio, but I was like, I don't know if that's. And it sounds like I'm phoning it in.
Yeah, we gotta make these people from Des Moines listen to "Godspeed You Black Emperor." All right, crank that shit up.
That's right. Give them a cinematic experience.
Yeah,
That's right.
But yeah, this is like I said, they got the Mexican flag on there. They got some barbed wire. I mean, this shit looks cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And there's something fucked up with the back of the can.
Is there?
Yeah.
Because what does it normally say at the top of a food or drink beverage?
Yeah, it normally says nutrition facts. This says supplement facts.
That ain't good.
So
that ain't good at all. This is a boner pill.
I think we should always discuss how our weeks go post drinking these. How were you last week? Were you more horny? Were you more tired? Did you feel like you were knocking on death's door all week?
But yeah, this was $1.99, so I figured
it's gonna be good.
Give it a try.
$1.99.
Oh, and the price is on the can.
Oh yeah,
this is some
straight
up poor people stuff.
You couldn't try to charge more for it if you wanted to.
Keep those dastardly bodega owners in line, trying to upsell.
Has a nice stock barbed wire thing at the top of the can.
I'm curious as to what the color is going to be.
So
I'm thinking clear.
Clear?
Yeah. Well, so it is on the front. It's caffeina, which I assume is caffeine. Zero calories, which is zero calories.
Love
and then the one that I had to look up, uña de gato, which is a cat's claw.
Yeah. Cat's claw.
Yeah. So this is from their website. Latin America's cat's claw is a popular herbal supplement derived from tropical vines, which got its name because of its claw-shaped thorns. It is believed to support a healthy life.
It is believed.
It is believed.
It has been theorized.
That's from Caballo Negro's website. This is from the Department of Health and Human Services. Cat's claw is promoted as a dietary supplement for a variety of health conditions, including viral infections such as herpes, human papillomavirus, HIV, Alzheimer's,
let
cancer.
Let me get the whole can.
Arthritis. Diverticulitis.
I know that's right.
Peptic ulcers, colitis, gastritis, hemorrhoids, parasites, and leaky bowel syndrome. So apparently this shit just cures goddamn everything.
The cat's claw?
Yeah, that's what they say. It's a thorn. There's a picture of it. It's literally just a thorn that's kind of
okay, so it's not literally...
It's not the tiger claw they put in the boner pill.
No.
Or I meant like a domesticated house cat's claw. Like when they declaw cats, do they collect those and put them in energy drinks?
No. And then it goes on to say, there's no conclusive scientific evidence based on studies that in people that supports using cat's claws for any health purposes. So that's from our government. So let's go ahead and...
Well, they've been liars forever.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, what do they know? All right.
Let's see the color. Let's see.
Oh, clear.
Kind of clear.
I know
a little pissy yellow, maybe.
It's clear because all the cheap energy drinks don't want to pay for
food diet. The diet stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, a healthy pour on all three because it's three of us.
We get a lot more.
We get a lot more. Salud, huh?
Yeah.
Salud, mi amigos. All right, here we go.
You guys got to smell it first. It smells like a sour butt.
Ooh, boy. That is much worse Red Bull.
Yeah, the smell is off-putting.
It's Red Bull, but it's got a weird funk at the end of it.
It's like more cotton candy tasting.
Boy, that's fucking rough.
It's kind of like a Red Bull. It's like a Red Bull if you took a glass of Red Bull and splashed it on an armpit and then let it drip down into a glass. It'd be this.
Really not great.
Imagine if you had a cologne and a Red Bull and you just a couple spritzes in the top of the can.
It's like drinking Red Bull out of an old shoe.
Boy, that's unpleasant. Like
I don't hate it.
It's kind of mild, to be honest. I mean, the smell's a little weird.
As far as bad energy drinks, this one's not that bad.
Yeah.
Do you guys are you not picking up on that funk at the tail end?
I do. I feel it.
It tastes like the smell of like an old closet or something. Just
Smelling it like wine. Yeah, it smells like mildew. It smells like
like my bedroom.
okay then.
Yeah, the smell is bad.
It's got to be the cat's claws. I think that's the extra funk on the end of it, because otherwise it's just sort of a non-offensive Red Bull taste. But then
if you don't smell it like wine, it's like I'm sure if you just drank it straight out of the can, it'd be a lot less offensive.
Yeah, because you can't. It doesn't get the air in it.
Yeah, you don't aerate it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, I had to finish it.
Ugh. Sorry.
Lord.
Sorry.
It tastes like some sort of sour candy. I'm trying to identify. God, what is it? Nerds.
A little
It
bit.
does kind of taste like Nerds.
It tastes like
like
Nerds.
melted Nerds.
Old. All right, here's what it is. It's Nerds, but it's Nerds specifically from the Dollar Tree Nerds that were manufactured
off-brand Nerds.
They were manufactured in 2017.
They're called like dorks.
Put
or
into a
something.
cardboard box. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the kind that your
They're
mom
called like weirdos.
Yeah, your mom takes you to get those before the movies to save money on the candy. It's those. It's got just the funk of 40,000 years sort of dwindling on the edge of that taste.
Not all of us can live in an ivory tower and get name brand bunch of crunch thrown into a large popcorn.
Bunch of cunt.
Bunch of cunt.
Gotta try this new candy.
slip,
it's called
yeah.
Bunch of Cunt.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, what is that called? Freudian slip?
Yeah, very explicitly Freudian in this case.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Black Horse.
Black
Horse is not a good name for what this
I mean,
is.
it sounds like drugs.
Is that a name for heroin? Yeah. Horses.
Horses.
White
Black
horse,
tar is.
right?
Yeah. There's black tar and there's horse, so Black Horse.
For something that I expected to be so fucking bad, it's okay.
It says don't mix with alcohol. So do you have any
What?
alcohol here
Oh.
to mix it with?
Ooh.
One of you guys should mix it with.
I saw some
See what happens.
Modelo's in the fridge.
Yeah, those aren't mine. We probably have some Bombay Sapphire.
Oh,
that was,
dude,
that
I
was
have some-
purchased in 2015 or something.
I have some mulberry brandy.
Ooh.
Mulberry brandy.
Gross.
Cooper's mom gave it to him. I think it's
Mulberry?
I think it's a re-gift.
Was she on a trip to Sherwood Forest?
I think it's got to be a re-gift or something that was bought for a specific drink or party and just never got opened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
have
so
something like that
little
at my
English on the. There's so little English on the label. What do you got at your house?
It's a mint chocolate liqueur.
Oh God!
And it's in a slim little bottle. And like it was for work. I was like working at this thing where I was like in a stand or whatever. And someone next, like these people made it.
Ugh.
And so like I was like, thank you so
They made
much.
it like hooch.
Yeah, I mean like they have a company that makes this shit.
Okay, I was seriously thinking
Yeah.
some like weird Malibu people just be like, we make our own mint chocolate chip liquor.
I mean, you get people like that, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
suppose.
but like,
Usually, if people are going to make their own shit, it's like moonshine. It's easy to understand.
yeah,
It's not the complex flavors for a dessert. It's not a dessert fucking liqueur.
Well, people there will like they like have like they'll make like I make like wine bottle picture frames, and I have a band that is not on Spotify, but I have a website, and I'm also a hedge fund manager. Like
It's like the third thing is like, oh, that's where the money's coming
so
from.
all this other goofy shit you just do because you're bored.
Oh my god, yeah, no. Well, and what you're mentioning, by the way, my mom was in the estate sale business for many years, and the kids usually when the parents die or decide to downsize, the kids will come in and take all the shit they want, which usually is jewels and liquor. That's the main stuff, like most valuable jewelry stuff, and then booze, and it was always funny to come into the house because the family had already taken all the stuff they want, and then open that liquor cabinet and see the weirdest shit on earth that remains. And so when you die, that chocolate chip mint probably still be back there, and somebody's job will be to look at it and judge you.
Have you sampled it?
I have tried it. Yeah.
What's it smell and taste like? Better or worse than this energy drink?
Ugh. I mean, it tastes like as advertised. Like it tastes like mint chocolate booze.
Yeah.
But it's like so sharply alcoholic that you're just like, it's like this is like the taste in your mouth that you get before you go into a diabetic coma. You know what I mean?
Especially if you spoon it on ice cream.
What's
which is-
that?
And that's the idea, is that you're supposed to have some sweet shit with it.
Yeah.
But I just drank it, like I took a straight shot of it, and I was like, Jesus.
What's the alcohol percentage?
What was it, like 30 or something?
So yeah, that's not weak. That's fucking pretty
I mean,
strong for a liqueur.
Yeah, I mean, I could
30 proof or 30%?
30%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think it was 30 proof. No, it's not 30 proof. It was like
Okay. Yeah.
It was like 25-30% alcohol.
Okay.
Because like a
Jesus.
glass of wine's like what, like 18% or something
Yeah,
like that,
something
or
like that.
a stout, like a heavy glass of wine.
Yeah.
15, 18.
Well, that
Why didn't you fucking bring it, dude?
Dude, if I could pawn it off on anybody else, I will. It's just sitting there collecting dust, making people that come over to my house think I'm weird.
I mean, yeah.
That's like something you see in someone's house, and you're like, "Oh, you didn't buy that." did
Yeah,
you?"
yeah,
But
yeah.
you don't have the heart to throw it away either, do you?
Well, that's clearly the person who got it for you. That was their thought as well.
Well, they make it though.
Yeah, I forgot.
Thing. It's like, they make the shit, so they're like this is gonna rock this guy's world.
With shit like that, I always assume there's like one specialty cocktail that they need it for some
Right.
reason. It's like, oh, you need this for one specific thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Never use it for anything else unless you're a complete blackout drunk.
I mean, I bet you could make a pretty good White Russian with it or something.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
Ooh, a Christmassy White Russian. Yeah.
yeah,
All
but
right.
it's like
Christmas
hot
is
and
coming
gross
up
outside.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas is coming right around the corner.
It's half Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, I've already started buying people stuff.
This is when you make the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it twice later.
Check it twice.
This is when in like December 20th. This is when I wish I would have started making the list because I will forget.
Because then you're just like, who do I even know?
Yeah, who do I fucking owe a Christmas thing? You know what? No one gets me shit. Why do I have to fucking get someone something?
I'm not getting nobody shit.
So that's how you measure your professionalism, by standing there and giggling.
I am not giggling.
Oh, you weren't giggling?
I can laugh. There's nothing wrong with laughing.
I'm just disgusted that you're standing there smirking away. What, would you like, some popcorn?
Maybe.
Last week, I came across the stupidest thing I've ever seen on Twitter, I think, or at least the stupidest idea I've ever seen on Twitter. This is a guy named Sahil Bloom. He is the son of, I believe, the head of the economics department at Harvard, and he played baseball for Stanford and had like a one grand slam, and that was kind of his claim to fame. And now he is a motivational business guy.
So he's had like a lot of moments of like, this is gonna make me, and then it didn't make him.
Well, yeah, I mean, and he has a lot of followers, and most of them, down in
Are
there,
bots, probably.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, paid for followers.
the responses to what I'm about to read, there were like, I think about 10 positive responses to this, and every one of those people had the words startup, capital, creator, strategic partnership, personal brand, business development, or consultant in their bio. So these are the worst.
Shit heels, yeah.
Yes, shit heels. But this is his idea. Because, it's tough out there to find a job right now, to get yourself into that job market, particularly as a young person when experience is valued, much more highly than,
Than the scam that is getting a college degree.
Yes, exactly. So this is his solution. So this is from Sahil Bloom. If you're 16 to 24 and trying to get ahead, I have an idea for you. Try this. Next Saturday morning, put on a button-down shirt and grab a notebook and a pen. Go to a local coffee shop and buy a big jug of coffee.
Okay.
Take 10 disposable cups and a jug of creamer. Pick a nice
Oh
neighborhood.
no. Oh no. Start a lemonade stand with coffee?
Pick a nice neighborhood and then head there. Pick a house and ring the doorbell if someone answers.
So selling coffee that's not yours?
It's not even that. It's stupider than that. That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
This is way crazier. So ring the doorbell. If someone answers, say something like this. Good morning. I'm name here. I'm age here, and I'm trying to learn more about different careers. Would you mind if I took 10 minutes of your time over coffee and asked you some questions about where you work?
Oh my God.
Carter's idea is better.
I know.
He'd at least make some money.
You
that
can at
way.
least make some money. You can just be like, hey, you want some coffee? It's coffee. It's a coffee delivery service to your house.
That's so.
I'm an unctuous go-getter.
I did not spit in it.
Yeah.
You could trust me.
I'm going to go to that guy's house who lives by himself down the road and be like, hi, mister, want some coffee? I'd love to pick your brain about what makes the world tick. He's, come inside. Lock the door. Did anyone follow you? Okay, yeah, I'll tell you everything.
He says.
This is the horrifying plan.
He says cold emails are great, but it's much easier to say no.
No,
or
they're not,
ignore.
by the way.
No, this is worse.
Bothering people who don't know you is a great idea.
And also, I like the specificity of pick a nice neighborhood, where they're famously kind to strangers who come knocking. If you've read the Nextdoor app, which is literally, as I've said, my favorite Nextdoor ever, there's a Spanish man in my dumpster.
Even beyond like the stranger danger aspect of it.
Yes.
Like, how fucking annoyed would you be if some kid was like, can you teach me how the job market works? And be like, no, where are your parents?
It's
Like, no,
Saturday.
fuck no.
It's Saturday. I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah, the ages he put too. 16 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, again, that might, in some crazy world, if you're Sahil Bloom and you've never interacted with human beings.
Yeah, this also only works if you're a man.
And white. Imagine like you're sending a 16-year-old minority into a nice neighborhood doing some weird shit, like just knocking on random fucking doors. How's that going to go for
It
you?
doesn't take much more than the average Karen being like, just calling the cops and be like, I just didn't know what was going on.
Motherfucker wouldn't even make it to the door.
Yeah.
They would see him on the sidewalk and call the
Well, yeah,
fucking
usually
cops.
in the nicest neighborhoods, you can't even get near the door
Right.
of the house because
Yeah.
there's a huge gate.
I mean, a fucking guy in an Amazon Prime delivery truck, people are like, fucking like suspicious housewives would be like, what? I didn't order nothing.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know anyone on the street who's ordered anything.
Yeah, the people don't order stuff here.
Dude, I saw one of those videos. There was some lady, like, she was like, you're getting too many deliveries to this house. And she was just withholding this guy's package. And he's like, it's from my Amazon wish list. Like, just give me my package.
Fuck
She's like,
off.
no.
It's my property.
And then he goes to, like, snatch the package. And she, like, immediately falls on the ground and just starts screaming, you killed me! You killed me! So,
Is it Reno 911?
I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
it looks like it. Yeah.
I
No.
got murdered.
This is how pulling a red fox. I'm coming to meet you.
Yeah. Hold on, Elizabeth.
Hold on, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. I mean, that's a horrible idea. It's also like I like how he's like the self-help guy's like has no concept of like people's privacy or like.
Oh, so he says. Yeah, cold emails are great, but it's much easier to say no or ignore an email than a person. My guess is that 25 to 50% of people will agree to giving you 15 minutes of their time to chat.
Here's a great way to break down someone's comfort zone. Don't give them any chance to block you out.
He says,
If you look into their face with your big, dewy, wet eyes,
I'm just in high school.
Please explain business to me.
if at all possible, bring a giant lollipop to make you look even more childlike.
He says that 25 to 50% will give you 10 to 15 minutes of their time to chat. And then he says, I certainly would, especially with coffee as a nice gesture. It's like, dude, a stranger.
Also, would you drink that coffee?
Fuck no, dude. A fucking sweaty, pimple-faced high school kid comes and just like, you want some coffee?
Hey, I want to come into your house and also drink this.
Yes, yeah.
Put this in your body. I mean, like, yeah, it's like what kind of fucking weird Scientologist fucking door-to-door.
Dude, our culture is not set up for what he's proposing at all.
No.
Not now. When you sit with a person, ask them a few questions. What do you do for work? What skills does that require? What do you enjoy most about it? What do you find most challenging?
It would
How did
make
you
more
get-
sense to strike up a conversation with the guy who owns the coffee shop.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's already there. You're already there. You'd be like, hey, I know this is kind of weird, but like, how did you start this coffee shop? And he'd probably be like, Oh, well, since you asked. But going up to someone's private residence and knocking on the door, people would be like, what the fuck is this shit about?
Yeah, the best case scenario, they're like, what the fuck is this about?
Think about-
Worst case, you immediately get executed by the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about the power move it would be to offer coffee to the owner of the coffee shop.
What if I bought
His own
They might just fucking hire you as the co-owner at that point.
Son, I've been working at this coffee shop for 25 years and no one's ever passed my test. Today is the day.
I'll tell you what, you got marbles, kid. Selling me my own coffee. This fucking guy. I like this kid. He's got chutzpah.
And then he says, take notes with your notebook and pen that you brought at the end. So he's also just writing things down, walking.
You have to have like a fucking
Well, I
backpack
started
full
in
of
the
shit.
porn industry when I was. Here, you may want to write this down. So I began making my own weapons when I was.
So I could stay hard for an hour and a half. And it's just a weird fluke of my biology, but here's how you can make some money.
Oh my god! So I make Prince Alberts for dogs. I do a lot of mailing, but you'd be surprised how many people in town actually want one. I do a lot of mailing them, but
Look, PETA has thrown fake blood on me many times, but you just got to move past that.
no, stay a while. How many more houses you got to hit? No one's going to tell you as much as me.
So,
Yeah, the only people who would want to talk to you are fucking
Are
out
weirdos,
of their mind. Oh,
And,
perfect. I don't have anything at all to do this weekend. I haven't spoken to a person in 20 years.
I would just imagine it's the people whose comments we read on YouTube.
yeah, exactly.
And on to the subject of my ex-wife.
Oh, are you an unaccompanied boy? Step inside my parlor.
You know what makes this coffee better? Booze. You ever had any booze?
I'm a businessman. My sales are impeccable.
My track record speaks for itself.
So, yeah, you got to take notes. You ask them for their email address so the harassment can just continue so that you can.
What's your social security number?
Just we're getting to know each other. What's your social security number? I bet it's close to mine.
Oh, fuck. Let's compare numbers. I just spilled coffee all over myself. So I was trying to make a bad joke. Now I got to change my shirt later.
I just got a little dribble. You're all right.
No, this ain't no little dribble.
Big
It
old
looks
rebel.
like somebody shot a fucking roper on my chest. But thankfully, my shirt blocked it.
Small price to pay for a business opportunity.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're supposed to email them that evening, and follow up is a short, simple thank you, and you give them one key takeaway that you got from the discussion.
How long is this interview supposed to be?
First, he said 10, and then he said 15.
Yeah. He said 10 to 15, and then sort of refers to it in different ways.
Here's what I take away from you: that your ex-wife was right to leave you. You seem dangerous and unstable.
And write down Rebecca Stevenson is a bitch. If you're writing stuff down, write that down.
REBEKA.
He says, my guess is that you could have 10 such conversations on a single Saturday morning. No.
Oh my god!
I mean, you have
none.
to go to like 100 people's fucking house.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you were somehow, the Flash, then yes, maybe.
Also, this asshole has never done this.
no, of course. Well,
No one has ever done this.
we're getting to the end here where I'll address that. So this type of ambition would really stand out in the minds of the people that you talk to. They'd be much more likely to want to
I
help.
would feel so sad for that kid.
I would too. Yeah, like once I established that it was in fact not a scam, and
I'd be like, don't get brainwashed by this fucking guy.
right, and then I'd be like, where did you hear this? And then you'd be like, oh, a guy who hit a grand slam at Stanford in 2007. I'm like, okay, yeah, just go back to the coffee shop and figure out how to turn 5 cents worth of coffee beans into $5.
yeah.
But yeah, he says you'll also end up with a repository of notes and perspectives on different career paths that may be very valuable as you think about your own journey. This is just a simple example of playing different games when it comes to networking and mentorship.
I make glasses out of car parts.
I'm what you call a steampunk. You ever heard of a steampunk?
Really, I'm living on disability.
Check out the time machine I built. No, where are you going?
Don't leave.
Don't leave. Oh,
So I broke my leg trying to make my time machine, right?
I just want you to remember that you came to me. I didn't seek this. No,
Twas destiny. I went in the future and I saw that we were going to become a partnership.
stop trying to unlock your manacles. Those are for your safety in the presence of the time machine. He says,
So I'm a punch-up writer for porn. Sometimes people say that, I'm going to come too much. You got to spice it up.
he says, instead of sleeping in on a Saturday, try this
These
and
damn
see what
kids,
happens.
they're sleeping in. They had too much candy the night before. They're going crazy.
Anyone with a job is sleeping in on a Saturday.
Yeah, dude.
Worst case, you try it and it flops. Best case, you quickly seed a few mentorship relationships. I hope a few young people try this and find success with it.
I hate it when people are like, the worst thing that will happen is you fail. It's like, there's some things that just aren't worth doing.
And that is not the worst thing that could happen either.
No, the worst thing that happens is you can get murdered.
The last sentence here. I was inspired by a young up-and-coming musician from Harlem who did something similar and stopped by my house yesterday.
That reeks of priest's homily shit where they just
100%.
make stuff up. where
Yeah,
it's just
I was
like-
in a hipster coffee shop the other day, and they were like, what is this about Jesus? And I was like, let me tell you.
Do gay people go to heaven or hell? It's like
Yeah.
some made-up scenario that's not
Exactly.
true.
So if we were to assume this is real, I'm not implying any criminality. I'm expressing a fervent wish, a hope that the musician that stopped by his house stole some stuff.
Or was casing the joint.
Yeah, we're casing the joint
future
to
robbery.
rob this guy blind because fuck this dude, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the case. But the other thing, fuck him too, because if this musician, he didn't put his social media on there.
What? Also, if you're a goddamn musician, what do you need to know from some like tech rich guys?
shithead, yeah. Some fucking
Just be like, are you going to give me money or not to record a demo?
And did the musician have coffee with him? That's
He's
the other thing.
He's
Yeah.
knocking on doors hoping that some rich guy is going to be like, I used to play bass back in the day. You want to jam?
You want to jam?
You
on
want to
some-
jam?
jam on some Isley Brothers tunes?
This is just one of those ideas too that comes from like I don't know how old this guy is, but like a boomer thing where they
it's-
tell kids to go.
Kids are lazy.
Get a stack of job applications and just go turn them into every place on the block.
I listened to like that shit was drilled into my brain when I was a kid, and I did that when I moved out here and got a million doors slammed in my face because it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like you should fucking go online and see what's available, or you should talk to the people who you know who have jobs.
Or a job that you know you could work and
Yeah.
would fit in well.
yeah, a
and
job
have
that,
skills
that
and not
fits
just,
your skills. That's
not
not
just be like, yeah, I could work at a kava bar. I love kava.
I could be a mechanic. I'll learn about cars. I could be a mechanic.
I'm a fast learner.
I'm a fast learner. It's
I can do a spin kick. I can now teach taekwondo.
Yeah.
It's also just like this myopic view of like, you got to go to every door and ask for an application. Back in my day, we did that when there were 12 places.
yeah.
It's like there's a million fucking places now.
Dude, this guy's website, I'll have to put this up. It is the most annoying thing of all time. This is his.
Oh, this guy has a fucking like.
His
This
landing-
guy has like a billboard on Sunset Strip. I'm sure.
Look at the
Some
landing
shit like
page.
this.
It turns your mouse into a little circle that gets followed
Creator.
around by another circle.
I love the bullshit video of him like talking to some guys, going
Making
over the next
business
big
moves.
deal.
Yeah. He's part of some like investment firm. Like this guy is the biggest, but that's him in the middle there with the fucking Nazi.
What a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. So anyway.
What is on his actual website?
Oh, let's
Anything?
it's
I see there's a couple social media links.
He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a Twitter.
He's like, really, at the end of it's all a bunch of talking around to be like, really, what you should do is be born into money.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
He has a newsletter called The Curiosity Chronicle.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. He's got a podcast.
See, it's Kardashian syndrome. It's like being like, people don't work hard enough, says me, who was born into enormous wealth.
Believable amount of wealth.
Yeah. My parent works for Harvard, went to Stanford.
Yeah.
Here's how you get a job.
Here's how you do it. Shake a lot of hands.
Yeah.
You're going to have to hit the turf.
Yeah. See if you can. I'll read what he describes his company as doing. Everything in this just sounds like complete bullshit. SRB Ventures leverages a fast-growing distribution platform, direct founder relationships, and unique fund partnerships, and a proprietary post-investment support strategies to source, evaluate, win, and accelerate the most compelling startups in the world. Now, gun to my head, I don't think I could actually tell you what they do, and I don't think this.
Yeah, it's all distracting language to be like, be born rich.
Yeah, 100%.
We send emails and do phone calls. all
Right,
day.
right. We buy companies and fire people.
I was seeing a woman who had a job like that, that the description was just impossible to even for her to even explain,
Yeah.
And she didn't even really try beyond like, it's like an office job. Like, what do you do? Well, I have to like talk to,
I talked to investors and
exactly. She had.
I'm a digital nomad.
I saw her work from home, and all she did all day was, I don't want to say all she did, but she just sent a lot of emails and talked on the phone in meetings and stuff.
I'm a content supervisor. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
This was a real one from one of the people who liked this ridiculous suggestion. He called himself an entrepreneurial ecosystem builder. I'm the guy who
an EEB, yeah.
I lay down the cedar chips at the bottom of the hamster cage of capitalism. That's what I do.
These are all just people who start up companies, which basically means they find investor money and then waste it all and then hope that they can sell the company later down the road.
They know how to talk to people who have way too much money, and they're like,
It's a scam. They're all a scam.
Well, anyway, fuck Sahil Bloom. That's a terrible idea. You're going to... I don't think anybody would be stupid enough to do that.
Unless you want to come on our podcast, Sahil.
Yeah, well...
Then you're cool.
And I'd love to hear the investment strategy for us. Like, okay...
See, what you guys are talking... You guys are engaging in what I like to call loser talk. Loser talk are people who are listless and have no direction.
I don't condone negativity.
Yeah.
And because the conversation is steeped in negativity, I will not continue this conversation. Great.
Ooh, maybe I could. Ooh, if I offered him coffee.
Yeah, I'm a young 35-year-old whippersnapper.
Yeah. Come to my house and have some coffee.
Ah, geez, mister, I got no direction in my life.
I responded to a scam text. Some realtor wanted to buy my parents' house, and I guess my phone number is still connected to that address. And they told me that the real estate prices were falling all across the country, and now is the best time to sell.
Yes.
And in Austin, in my parents' neighborhood specifically, it couldn't be further from the truth. It's just skyrocketing.
Yeah.
And so I texted him back like, "Are you like fucking stupid?" It's rising through the roof, and he said, "I do not condone negativity." and then he blocked my number.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, thanks. You don't condone negativity. You're literally trying to scam me right now. Oh, your house isn't worth that much anymore. You should sell it for cheap while you can.
The coke addict with a bumper cigarette says no bad vibes.
I have so much less time to fucking talk to those people because I'm working all the time and shit right now. But I did have a moment where I was
when you do
so
it,
fucking mad I wasn't here to record it. But the guy made the mistake of asking me my name, and I always give the same name, which is Waylon Jennings. Good little canary
either
in the
they
coal
know
mine.
the country singer, or they've seen Superbad where he goes, Waylon Jennings, hold his fucking hand. So they've heard the name.
Exactly. But the guy made the mistake of asking me my name, and when they do that, I of course spell it out letter by letter. So I'm like, Waylon Jennings, W as in Y, A as in apple, and then I just go as slow as fucking possible and spell out the full thing. And the guy let me do it.
I mean, you didn't even get like, but like in between every letter?
Oh no, I kept going. I kept doing the George Bush Dana Carvey thing for Jennings, like in as in not gonna do it. In as in not gonna do it. I as in I'm not gonna do it. In as in not gonna do it.
A is an alrighty then. You're just going through copyrighted catchphrases for everyone.
Man, and the guy let me do the whole fucking thing, and then he finally hung up on me just because, he asked me the next thing. He's like, how old are you? And I was like, well, it's tough to say.
I feel like I'm an old soul. Who knows how many times I've been reborn?
I like to just ask them about their day and their life.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
'Cause ladies love outlaws like babies love stray dogs. Ladies touch babies like a banker touches gold. Outlaws touch ladies somewhere deep down in their soul.
We have a segment called Top 3. We reached out to our listeners in the Goods from the Wood Stutterverse, and they wrote in at the Goods Pod on Twitter with some topics, and we are going to produce top 3 list for those topics. Up first, shout out to this man at Jacob the Hodge, listening in the Yellowhammer State. He wants to hear top 3 Danny DeVito performances.
Interesting question.
Yes.
Because, who doesn't love Danny DeVito?
He's one of the most lovable guys of all of Hollywood, I think.
True. I mean, he's got some great movies he directed, and he was in some great movies.
Oh, yeah.
But when I think Danny DeVito, I got to be honest, I don't think L.A. Confidential. I know he's in it.
Well, so I wanted to shout out Taxi.
Taxi, great show. Yeah, he's awesome.
I watched that on Nick at Night when I was a kid. I love Taxi. And for the wrestling fan, if you want to hear a live studio audience equivalent on a sitcom of a Road Warriors pop when the crowd absolutely loses their fucking mind, check out the first episode of Taxi where Louis De Palma, who is in the window the entire time, so you aren't aware of his height. He's raised higher up than everybody else, and he's just screaming, and he's this fury. When he finally comes out of the booth and you see how tall he actually is, the crowd loses their fucking mind. And it's one of those rare things, because you can watch sitcoms and you're like, is this canned laughter? Are these people actually here? When he comes out of the booth to yell at Tony Danza, people are they can't believe it.
They fall all over themselves.
Yeah, because he's been in this, physically raised platform this whole time, and then they find out he's short, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, it's the funniest thing ever!" So, that has to get an honorable mention. I was going to
Taxi's a great show too.
Yeah,
great show.
But at this point, I believe It's Always Sunny has been on way longer.
Yeah,
than Taxi ever was.
Yeah, I mean, they're all. When you think Danny DeVito quote, it's from It's Always Sunny.
Sure, yeah,
something he said.
Yeah, absolutely.
My personal favorite. I don't know. Are we going to go in a row?
I'll go.
what are we going to do?
Let's see. I'll do my 3 right quick. Number 3, and again, I always do these just the things I've seen the most. Number 3, you said it already. L.A. Confidential. I've watched that movie a bajillion times. He's fucking awesome in it.
Right.
That's a good just throw it on background movie, kind of like The Departed or something. I've seen it a million times, but it's almost composed of just several fun scenes. It's a chain of fun, scenes to watch.
For sure.
And at any point you can just throw that on. Number 2, I kind of just put all of the self-directed movies kind of into one thing, because Danny DeVito's direction, and we talked about this, Death to Smoochie with Justin Morales over on the Patreon, but his genre is very unique. He kind of has his own sort of aesthetic that's sort of kind of...
He's one of the great, I would dare say, great black comedy directors.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and there's not a lot of people that work like that. He's, less whimsical than Tim Burton for sure, but
his sense of humor is pitch black, but it's he's good at it though.
Yeah.
He really is.
So I wanted to shout out Throw Mama from the Train, Death to Smoochie, and of course Matilda, which is it's funny that the closest thing he ever made to a family friendly comedy is pretty fucking terrifying. They throw a child into an Iron Maiden in that movie.
Oh, Matilda?
Yeah,
for sure.
But and then of course number 1, the movie I've seen the most, got to be Batman Returns. Which
shit, you stole it.
What's funny though?
No, you're allowed to say the same.
Yeah,
thing.
you can say the same.
Oh yeah, that's
thing.
right. We don't
fine.
have any. We don't have any.
Yeah.
All these top 3s are all of it's gonna be so much lap over.
I mean, well, with somebody like DeVito, he's got he's
got a lot of shit. I'm looking at his
of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Junior. He was in Twins.
Twins. That's
And he did a lot of
shit.
shit as a producer. Like he
That's
did.
the
there's-
other thing,
I mean,
yeah.
he produced Pulp Fiction. He produced a lot of shit.
Do you remember his role in Space Jam? I sure don't.
He's the voice of the boss of the Monstars.
Yeah.
And I think he's even like a little guy in that one too, and he's just bitching everybody out. He's like a little imp looking man.
No, I think he's oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And they do the same joke where it's like he's huge on the video screen, and then he comes out and he's this little alien. Yeah.
Yep. But Batman Returns. I only really, it's funny because like I watched the shit out of that movie. I think I owned it on VHS, watched it over and over. Come to find out that movie was apparently too dark for America. That's why Tim Burton wasn't asked back to do another one, because McDonald's sent a thing to Warner Brothers and they're like, hey, this is actually going to put our Happy Meal bottom line in jeopardy because Danny DeVito is throwing up black ooze and it might terrify children.
It did,
Yeah.
and it was great.
It's so great.
I mean,
Yeah.
like this is like I had the video, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
but I loved it. I loved it more than the first one when I was a kid.
Same.
And-
I think I still do.
And
honestly.
think about it. Batman has gone dark since then.
Way dark.
It was ahead of its time.
Oh yeah.
It shows how out of touch these fucking focus groups are, and it's like
Yeah.
they have no idea what people really want to see, especially kids.
Right. Well, it's funny because it was like there was like this big backlash of like the same fucking people like 5 years earlier who were like calling for parental advisory labels on CDs and shit, being like, this is too dark for children. And I'm like, I was unaware of this until I was in my 30s that this caused an issue. I loved that movie, and I was
One of the first things I would try to say to myself from a movie was him going, a glass of ice water. and then him rolling down the. It was so sad when he dies and rolls down the fucking little
he slides
hillet.
and the little penguins carry him like a pallbearer.
Oh, it's so sad.
Oh man, yeah, fucking great movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my top three. What you got?
Sunny in Philadelphia. God, see, to me, he's not in a lot of memorable film roles.
When he was like a movie star, it's like, he's Throw Mama from the Train.
Twins. I would say
Man.
that's like kind of
Yeah.
Renaissance Man.
I just saw that
Fuck.
on there when I was going through the list.
God, I love that movie. I feel like there was In the Army Now, Major Payne, Sergeant Bilko, and Renaissance Man all just came out like bam, bam, bam. There was just a bunch of boot camp comedies that were.
Which one went popular first? I wonder. Sergeant Bilko.
Yeah, it seems.
Sergeant Bilko. I used to love Sergeant Bilko.
Major
as a
Payne.
kid.
I loved all those
Major
movies.
Payne.
Major
is
Payne's
so
probably-
fucking funny.
That's probably got to be the biggest one
Ass
of the
eyes.
group.
That
Yeah.
became an insult.
ass eyes. Jesus. Oh man.
I don't know anymore. Let
All
me
right.
give up.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say Batman Returns
Yeah.
because I think it's the most outside. It's brilliant casting. No one else could do it. I still haven't seen the new Batman. And
You're going to love it specifically because Colin Farrell is just in a giant fat suit doing Robert De Niro from Goodfellas.
Okay.
Like straight up. Just to
sounds
the point
good.
where I
That
was
sounds very
fucking
good.
laughing my ass off at it, specifically thinking of you watching it because I'm like,
Okay.
Carter's going to love this shit because
that
it's
sounds like my
hilarious.
shit. That
It's
sounds like my shit.
hilarious.
So Batman Returns. I would say Get Shorty, but
Fuck. Get Shorty is great too. Shit.
yeah, that's a great. Or I would say no, not Get Shorty. Even though that movie is great. Him in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
There you go. Yeah. Martini.
Martini. He's such a childlike character in
That
it.
was his first big
It's his
thing.
first thing, and
Yeah.
there's so many people's first thing, but
Yeah.
it's
Vincent
like
Chiavelli,
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's great in it, and it's Always Sunny, man.
Yeah.
It's like him and It's Always Sunny is like
He's the best
I'm
character.
the trash man and all that shit. It's fun, like
yeah.
Best character in the show.
It's
Yeah.
so fun to like watch him be disgusting in it. It's so great. He's like, you're just mashing it now.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows exactly what you're
Yes.
saying. I mean, the snail, all that stuff comes from his
just
character.
dropped my Magnum condom for my massive dog.
My massive dong. Yeah.
And that's like it's he's one of those rare actors that had like three pretty distinctive kind of eras, late 70s, early 80s with Taxi, big TV star with a few movie things here and there. The 90s, I would say, is his first like giant peak. He's in all these huge movies, Batman and shit like that. And then
as an actor, and then he became a huge producer.
Becomes a producer, and then just like randomly, he gets added to from the stories that I've heard is essentially FX was like, hey, we're going to add Danny DeVito to season 2, and they were like, no, we don't want to do that. And they're like, okay, well then we're going to cancel the show. And they're like, all right, let's bring in Danny, and that's how he got on the fucking show, and he makes it. One
of the most enviable careers in Hollywood of all time. All time. Totally. And seems like a nice guy.
Oh, every interview I've just for funsies watched some Danny DeVito interviews on YouTube where he's just talking about his work and stuff, and you're like, yeah, he seems like the chillest dude ever. But
interesting top 3 question.
Yeah, very good one. So shout out to @JacobTheHodge. Thank you for listening. This one I'm very excited because this is our one. I'm sure there's more, but our one confirmed listener in Sweden. So shout out to Sweden @Anders Nilsson. Top 3 non-fried chicken dishes.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, so I love that he's sitting there in Sweden being like, these motherfuckers talk about fried chicken too much. All right. Let's hear the non-fried.
All right, I got you. If I may go for it.
Go for it.
At first, it's always the enviable one because we're always going to have some overlap.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3, roasted half chicken.
Okay.
Love a half chicken.
Are you talking grocery store, like the rotisserie kind of thing?
Yeah, like a rotisserie half chicken.
Or if you go to the Thai.
Or like a Zanku kind of situation. Or like... or even like a Boston market, if you will.
Just any sort of a roasted.
Anything where it's a roasted half chicken. It's like a ton of food, and it's so filling, and it's not that bad for you, and you could put like all types of shit on it. I love a roasted half chicken. Number 2, maybe number 1, because I can't think of a third. Chicken tikka masala.
Oh man,
yeah.
Damn,
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
That shit is so good, and it's it's almost like so good. Just the sauce is like I don't even equate it with chicken. It's just like its own thing.
Yeah, that tomato yogurt sauce. That's
I think. I think anytime you get Indian food though, and you don't get that, you're fucking up.
Oh yeah,
you got to get at least a little bit. of that.
That's when we went to Indie Mex and we were introduced to the chicken tikka masala on top of fries. Get the fuck out of here. That was one of the best things I've ever eaten, and it was so simple. It was right there.
It was right there. You just put it in a burrito. It's fucking great.
Put it right on top of a bed of fries.
And I guess I go number 3. I really like chicken salad.
Yeah. There you go.
I really like chicken salad. I think like you could make a nice chicken salad sandwich.
Yeah.
You can, if you're high, you can use it as a dip, which I do.
Just eat it with a spoon.
Just eat it with a spoon or with a chip or something.
Yeah.
I would actually put that third.
Okay.
I'd say third that, third. Roast half chicken second, chicken tikka masala number 1.
Okay. I like that. There's a chicken salad exclusive place in Auburn. I think they're actually all over Alabama now, called Chicken Salad Chick.
Yeah, my mom loves it.
It's the shit, but it is funny because all of their menu items are like cute. So, I have to pull up to the driveway and be like, 1 pint of sassy chicken, please. Like, whatever. So,
extra sassy?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just give it to me.
I mean, this in no way makes me special, but I am like, I'm like, I love chicken. Chicken is probably my favorite food, so I'm interested to see what you guys say.
Yeah,
it's good. It's a good food.
So I had you mentioned the specter of it. I had a specific dish in mind for number 3. That'd be the chicken shawarma wrap from Zanku Chicken.
Oh,
so
that's a great one.
Anders, if you ever come to Los Angeles, make sure you go to Zanku. Come for the chicken.
Yeah, come for the chicken.
Stay for the story about the horrible murders.
Yeah. Anytime the place has shawarma, I'm like, ooh, I could fucking go for that.
Anything.
Shawarma's so good.
Hit me with it. Yeah, it's a small chain here and just in Los Angeles, as far as I know. The owner just murdered his mother and sister and then himself.
Self-murder.
Yeah,
self-murder. There's another word for it. But
I know. Why do it? But so it's perfectly LA because it's got it's delicious food with a true crime story attached to it. So, number 2.
We should have listed places where you can get these things.
Well, number 2, you said it already. Chicken tikka masala, unfuckwithable. Mentioned Indie Mex already. My God. Number 1, I was trying to go something local to my home state, and the best chicken dish that's not fried in the state of Alabama absolutely is the smoked chicken sandwich from Saw's in Birmingham.
Oh, good choice.
look, I walk into a barbecue place.
Like white sauce, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's got the. Oh, listen. I walk into a barbecue place, particularly in the South, and my eyes go directly to that smoke. To the pork shoulder kind of situation.
Yeah.
If they specialize in brisket, I'll dabble in that as well. I went to Saws with a friend of the show, Nick Thomas.
Yeah.
And Nick was like, "Yo, get that smoked chicken sandwich." And I was like, man, I'm in a barbecue place. I'm going to go smoke chicken.
Also, I kind of always want to get the sweet tea chicken sandwich, which is fried, so I couldn't say that. But the sweet tea chicken sandwich there is so good.
Oh, I'm going to be making some of that for 4th of July over at friend of the show, Kyle Clark's house. So,
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're doing it. But you turned me onto that smoked chicken sandwich, and it it's not often that chicken just rock my world, but that was it. And I was going to say honorable mention too. I mentioned before the garlic chicken over at the Gardena Bowl, which is technically fried, but it's not breaded, so it kind of doesn't really count. But yeah, it is cooked in oil. Sam?
I also want to add on to the smoked chicken. The number one most underrated smoked barbecue.
If done right.
Yeah. If you don't dry it out, it's
the thighs and the drumsticks are so fatty that the smoke flavor sticks in them.
Oh, yeah.
So good. It gets so juicy, it will just fall off the bone. It tastes great. It's great. Or just, I'll throw barbecue chicken in with the same category.
Yeah,
it's different, but it's good.
Yeah, you can get it nice and crisp. And what kind of do you like a thick barbecue sauce on it, or?
Well, I'm from Texas, so we don't do the sauce thing.
If it's done right.
I'm fine with sometimes people finishing the barbecue chicken with a sauce.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just the way I grew up. Also, chicken tikka masala. Let's all go there. It's most widest, delicious Indian dish
It's so
they
good.
offer in America.
So fucking good.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Oh
There's
my
a couple
God.
other chicken Indian dishes.
Oh,
that
the
are great.
tandoori.
Yeah.
Tandoori chicken, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the one I have to say is a chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Ooh, didn't even think about a pasta. Yeah.
Yeah, chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Fuck yeah. It's a nice carbo load meal. It's a put you down, rock in your stomach. But
It'll make you feel like shit.
For sure. For sure. But man, chicken goes really
When
well
the
with
flavor is in your mouth, you're not thinking about how you're going to feel like shit.
That was one of the first restaurants I went to last summer when the government was like, "Oh, it's cool. Everybody's vaccinated. Go to our restaurant." So I went to Olive Garden with Nat Baymel and Eric Barnes and the crew and got some damn chicken Alfredo at the Olive Garden. And
That's good.
Dude,
even chain chicken Alfredo is fucking top notch.
I went to Olive Garden not too long ago, and I got this stupid cocktail that was like the blue. What was it called? Like the something Alpha Coast.
Amalfi Coast.
The Amalfi Coast
I think
cocktail.
I got the same goddamn thing.
It was so alcoholic. I was so drunk after just one of them. I was also very hungry.
That's I refuse to go to a chain restaurant and not get the biggest, stupidest drink they have.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah,
too.
God, I like how sincere and earnest we were about talking about chicken. Dishes.
We're so fat.
We are
here.
fat and love food. Yeah.
Anders and anybody else listening in Sweden, what do y'all pick out on?
Give us more top 3 food things. I've got
I ate a chicken burrito before coming over here.
Hell yeah,
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude.
Great.
Oh, I went to Jersey Mike's and got that.
I love Jersey Mike's.
I fucking love it, dude.
It's
I got
great.
the big Italian. I ate half. I got the other half in the fridge. That's what I'm doing when you motherfuckers leave.
Are you talking about the big?
Okay, I got the giant. Why
Ooh,
not?
Yeah.
The
You
giant.
have to.
It's 2 meals.
I get a regular club sub.
Oh, okay.
And then when they're always like Mike's Way, I'm like, this one I go to by my house, they're like, "You want it Mike's Way?" I'm like, "No." And then I just get one thing that's just not with the olive oil and shit on it.
Yeah.
And he's like, because I've ordered it a million times from this guy. He's like, all you got to say is Mike's Way, not wet. And I'm like, I'm never going to say that to you.
Here, I got some coffee now. Let me ask you about your business.
Yeah. You got room is there room in the back that I can talk to you about your business?
I think you should just start saying Carter's Way.
Carter's Way? Yeah. Impose my will on these people.
I'm Carter, by the way, also.
When people see me coming through the glass window, they're like, fuck. And how quick can they stop saying it before the door opens? It's a little game of chicken.
Shout out to Anders. Shout out to Jacob. Thank you for writing in.
You guys ever have the Philly cheesesteak?
I have
I
once.
fucks with it. Yeah.
It's good.
It's just if there's a big fucking Italian sandwich on the menu, it's
I'm the
really
same
hard
way.
for me to avoid.
I'm the same way, but the Philly cheesesteak's good.
Yeah, very
that's
good.
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I also would order the Italian over it, but it is good.
I went and ate at Mendocino Farms the other day that was next to a Jersey Mike's. And I was like,
It was
I fucked up.
It was three times more expensive.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted.
There's this
I
place-
wanted even if they call it boiled ham. At least it's descriptive.
There's this place called Brothers Fresh Witches, which I don't like that they call it that, but it's
Yeah.
very good. It's
Oh.
in Koreatown. They got all their own special little sandwiches.
Brothers.
Dude, I've eaten there. When I first moved here, I ate there and it was fucking good.
It's so good.
Oh, there's another one that again I hate the name, but it's called Ike's Love and Sandwiches.
I've seen this place. I've never been to it
And
though.
actually, the mascot does look like a cartoon version of our guest last week, Reza Asghari. He's got the little got the facial hairs the same, chrome dome, the whole thing. Delicious, but yeah, all of their they have like 500 different types of sandwiches.
Damn,
and
you guys
shit.
have like
Fucking
dinner
ridiculous.
plans, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh well.
Anyways,
I don't have dinner plans. Yesterday I went grocery shopping, then ate Papa John's.
Hey, you got to reward yourself for going grocery shopping.
It's true. It's true.
right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold everything! Okay, I gotta get tough with you guys. We don't let camps out no more.
Oh, come on, Louis, it's very important. What about 1621? Nobody wants 1621.
Hey, can I go along?
Yeah,
I don't have
sure.
anything else.
Well, I can back away by the end of the week.
Alex, I run this garage and no one takes my cans for joyrides.
What's that?
Fellas, we have time for just one more segment, and of course,
Talking about food more.
potentially, depending on what kind of food you're into, this is our
Cherry pie by Warrant.
this is our jam of the week, and of course,
Stinkfist.
yes, sir. This is Tool.
You know what? Fucking Tool is one of those bands. I love Tool. I think Tool's great. They have one of the worst fan bases in the world. It's all like ex-Marine fucking crazy people. But the band rules. Like, they're so good.
I wanted to shout out William Lawler, who hit me up and was like, "Have you guys ever done Tool?" And I was like, "No." And my thing is like, I am not super familiar with their oeuvre. Tool to me is the absolute ideal of a guy I work with is really into this band.
Yeah.
Like they are.
I am that guy that people work
You're
with
the
that's
guy.
really into this band.
Yeah.
But I would also like to think I'm not like an incel QAnon person. And they're not either. Like they're
Yeah.
like Maynard James Keenan was like really into like alt comedy in the 90s and did shit with like Mr. Show.
dedicated this record to Bill Hicks. If
To
I'm
Bill
not
Hicks.
mistaken. Yes.
Yeah, like they're fucking cool as shit. But like people, a lot of like meatheads work out to this shit and take mushrooms to it and shit. So it's like,
it's the Venn
you're
diagram.
like, dude, Danny Carey, dude.
It's
He
bad.
can do like fucking Danny Carey. He does like was like mathematical triplets.
Dude, I saw so much of that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
They
god.
ended up getting a lot of the same fan base as like Limp Bizkit or Korn because they were
Yes.
popular around the
Yes.
same time.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do have a lot of idiots who like their music.
Yeah, they're like the Limp Bizkit fans Rush. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's fucking beautiful. Yes.
I mean, they rule. I mean, Fear Inoculum. Their last one rules. Like every record they put out is great, but like, I don't know. You can't.
Don't bring them up in public.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
you
wear
see
the
someone with
shirt.
you see someone with a Tool sticker on their car, and you're like, that guy was at the insurrection.
He was actually wielding the dick-shaped wrench.
Which they don't even want that. They're like they're super liberal
Oh, I
Democrat.
know.
Like, you know, like anyway.
All right. Well, yeah, of course, this is from, how do you say the name of this record? Anima?
Anima.
Anima from 1996. This is, of course,
Or is it? Or is Anima? Whatever. It's like a weird like A and E meshed
I
together.
assumed it was a pun on like enema, but it's like anima. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think it's
they're-
Anima.
Yeah, but anyway, it's from 1996. This is Stinkfist. Let us get down into the comment section for this tune. First up, Ian Valmont from 8 days ago. I got the verses of this tattooed on my back. So,
Yeah, you do.
What a-
perfect way to set the
What a fucking loser.
Yeah.
We're setting the tempo here. I just wanted to start with that one because that was like, this is what we're working with here. These people,
Tool people are
fucking
obsessed.
hardcore,
Yeah.
hardcore.
I mean, yeah, it's like they think like they've tapped into like the you know the fucking I don't know, the Illuminati or something.
Yeah,
Like
oh.
their lyrics are like being decoded to tell every like
Yeah, definitely.
Jen Haley from 2 days ago. This used to be me pulling those nasty people.
Part is sick in the song. Sorry. Anyway,
I'm rocking.
It rules. This song rules.
This used to be me pulling these nasty people out of the nasty hell that they deserve. Ha ha ha. No more. Lord, nothing seems to satisfy the demons. Ooh. So this lady
That's the other thing. It inspired a million like school shooters to be fake dark. Like,
it's like there were a lot of people who I think just did too much Tool and mushrooms, and now they're real into Jesus. There was a lot of that.
Well, everyone's like introduction to Tool is like everyone was like listening to a bunch of Limp Bizkit and shit, and then one friend who was always kind of a druggy person,
a guy they worked with,
who was like, dude, you gotta listen to Undertow on acid, and that's how this and Tool and Pink Floyd are the two bands that are legitimately great influential bands that have been ruined by rich kids on drugs.
Kathy Chase from 1 month ago. No integrity to law. Criminal, stupid people. You like the sand trap witches? You like the sandwiches? With which is you manwiches? Is witches?
Is you manwiches?
Is this heaven? I'd never be a Groundhog Day Phil Collins. which I don't know what any of that means, but I do like that she meant to say Phil Connors, Bill Murray's character in Groundhog Day, and instead said Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
I'm never going to be. You can try to make me stay in the studio all day. I'll never be him.
If you ever listen, dude, if you listen to Tool on fucking inhalants, bro.
Have you ever heard Stinkfist on Computer Duster?
Dude, I'm for real though, dude. Listen to Schism on Robitussin.
People talk about the clean linen glade being the best glade to sniff. It is not. It is the Hawaiian Mamba.
Dude, I mean fucking Danny Carey's playing he's playing Fibonacci shit, dude. Fibonacci triplets.
The sacred geometry of Tool.
Dude, that's why the shit hits hard, dude. It hits in your chakras, bro. It does, bro. Dude, don't fucking Bogart the Blunt, dude. Let me hit it.
Bob C.
Bob Seger, the singer-songwriter.
Yeah, Bob Seger. Bob C. from 1 year ago. I was in line for the volcano at King's Dominion with my girlfriend. I saw the video for this song for the first time. It was the Halloween special at King's Dominion, where you went on all the rides at night. I was transfixed by the song, by the video. I'll always remember this moment as the time that I made the decision to break up with her. I had been trying to leave her for a while, and for some reason, this song helped me get over the hump, all the while standing in line for a roller coaster.
Wow.
So, were you on drugs, or you just realized that you just didn't want to be with your girlfriend while you're listening to Stinkfist?
I mean, when you're standing in line next to somebody for 45 minutes straight, it really gets you a lot of time to be like, oh my God, I can't. And this is a situation I can't just like go outside or.
Car trips do that too.
Yeah.
Barry, Animal Mother, from 1 month ago. Stop putting this disturbing fucking image in my face.
Oh, are these comments to the video, by the way?
These are to the video.
Okay, this is to the video.
Fuck Tool. Whoever made this distressed, mud-covered fuck is... I don't know. Stop this stupid shit. You're fucking doing it again. I clicked not interested in this video. This same fucking image of that scared, mud-covered fuck is scary to look at. What the fuck is wrong with Tool?
It's always good to get something out of your algorithm by interacting with it further.
Sure, and commenting on it.
Yeah,
it's like you won't be served more of this stuff. Yeah. If you yell at it, it will definitely. But their videos always have like a guy like who's like kind of crawling and twitchy.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is like totally like there was some guy up in the comments being like, oh, he's giving birth to a butt baby. Or
yeah,
something.
it's always kind of David Lynchy, kind of Tarkovsky, but like. David Finchery is what they're going for. I mean, they have all these highfalutin, like artistic influences.
Oh, I believe one of the members of the band directs the videos too.
At the guitar player, he worked on Terminator 2.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm sure, like anyone who's like, dude, I read the Wikipedia, bro. Fibonacci, Terminator 2.
All right, we got 2 house specials, 3 calzones. Can I put this on? Is it cool if I put this on?
He has like the Tool dildo thing like tattooed on his neck.
Shout out to Matt, the guy I worked with at Hungry Howie's, who was really into Tool. That's just what they are to me forever.
I used to call that place Famished Howards.
Famished Howards. Shout out. Jared Steins from 6 months ago. Here at our JGS1 countercultural bed and barking fist, we are running at a to-be expected lower mediocre with intermittent showers of snafu. LOL. Trouble in paradise at worst. LOL. If we can find some cleanish towels that we haven't made sweet love to and push these old bones through the pure crystal city water, then we, the royal we, will have done something, I suppose. Love yuns, go Tool Army.
What?
I don't know.
It's a bunch of it's a bunch of it's a bunch of fry cooks who think they're communicating to each other in an alien language through YouTube comments.
I did the DMT off the make line. I just licked it up.
There was a thing about doing enough Robitussin. I used to do it when I was a kid in high school. There's apparently if you do enough of it, that, like at a certain time, this guy told me you reach Sigma plateau is what he called it. And it was like, dude, like the world changes for you. And I was like, I never quite got there, but he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Plateau Sigma this weekend."
Big Tool fan. You like it ruins your brain.
Yeah,
you
ruins your brain permanently.
Ever again.
You're gonna live with your parents for the rest of your life.
This one is Ryan McDonald from 2 years ago, and we've had some drunks, but this is like an accomplishment here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking tool. Love me or hate me, same feeling. This is what I thought. Tool had balls, but I realized Maynard had an average at best penis. Just like me. Bigger when it's better. Love Tool. Spank. Fake Tool fans don't know shit about 13 years. Thank you, Tool, for blessing us with fear inoculum. I love fear. Being afraid makes me see. Everyone was scared. Fuck the government. Tool knew. Bless this motherfucking immunity. My name is Ryan. You all are welcome to the real world. We are accepting volunteers, and we want to help people like they were. Plus, fuck that fat-ass Ford and the fake Justine guy, which I believe he's referring to the mayor of Toronto and the prime minister.
Not
of
former
Canada.
President Gerald Ford.
Yeah, what if he was? Yeah. We decide, bitches, not either of you. We will tell you what we want. I'm sorry. Please don't ban me. Fucking love this band. My typing is so easy to type.
Dude, I'm better at typing when I'm drunk, actually.
The last shit is flowing right now, dude. This is like how Danny Carey flows on Fibonacci triplets.
This is the last line. He's like, my typing's so easy to type. Right there. I'm a typer.
Ray, was that his name? What did he say his name was?
I believe it was Ryan. Yes.
Ryan.
It's like
Ryan, you're not a real fucking Tool fan, motherfucker. You're a fake Tool fan.
Yeah, you don't even like him.
You're not even a real fucking fan, bro.
It's like someone going to an open mic for the first time and it's like all spilling out. And it's like, this is going pretty good, I think.
And finally, and I'm a big fan of this guy. This is a bit of a tribute. Fresh 2K 2004 from 2 years ago. Hey, Tim. Remember the first night we met up? We were 16, 17 years old. Smoked some fatties at the end of my driveway and then took your 79 Trans Am out for a spin. We turned down Dowell Road. Popped this album in. T-tops were off, and the night shined upon us. We didn't have a care in the world. I didn't know that was the beginning of an amazing and dangerous friendship. Every time I hear this song, I'm reminded of the good times and the insanely crazy times we had. Remember that night we drank bourbon in your front yard? We passed out until the morning light woke us up. And then, of course, we went for a drive in the Trans Am. We raced 4 sport bikes at 160 miles per hour forever. And then we ran out of gas from racing too long and luckily had enough momentum to roll into a gas station for a refill. you were supposed to write a book with all the crazy shit we did. Remember that night after your surgery and you were such a dick to me when I came to help you?
This is like making me nostalgic for my friend. It's like I think me and my friend had this kind of relationship, not with the Trans Am and shit, but
with the wanting to write a book.
Like he was going to write a book, and we got fucked up in his car listening to Tool, like that kind of stuff.
I punched you so hard in the face, my ring took a chunk of your tooth enamel with it.
Okay, that's something I did not do.
We rolled around in the yard fighting. Then the next day, you showed up at my house like a raging fool. you took Michelle's drum set back from me and you broke my drumsticks. God, we was crazy kids. Dude, you remember that drunken night you came to visit me?
Did Tim post this? He posted this video?
You remember that drunken night you came to visit me while I was in jail? You convinced my mom that you were not drunk and took my sister for a ride. 30 minutes later, you spun that Trans Am out on I-30 at 140 miles per hour and went through 2 retaining walls and ended up facing traffic on the opposite side of the road with the car on fire, and y'all had to climb out of the T-tops to safety.
Holy shit.
I was really pissed about you almost killing my sister and yourself. Of course I fucking forgave you. You were my bro. Why did February 8th have to happen? Why did you try to cross 8 lanes of traffic on 635 on foot at night? Like, what the fuck were you thinking? I fucking miss you, man. Sure wish that book was written. R.I.P. Tim Carr, you son of a bitch.
Wow, that was kind of
It's kind of touching.
I was touching. I was like, for a change. I was like, I mean, it's
that's why I included it last. I was like, it's a good tribute. You get just the distilled perfection of the flavor of this particular relationship.
Yeah,
and this
man.
fan base.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
no shit. Yeah,
exactly.
Ryan, take note. That's a real fucking Tool fan.
A real Tool fan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Trans Am, drunken misadventures, and a guy
crossing a highway at night
on foot. And that is, of course, Stinkfist by Tool, our jam of the week.
It's funny that this is an R.I.P. song for someone.
So many people, probably.
Sam, where can people find you online?
Slam Harder on Twitter, Sam Harder 666 on Instagram. Thank you for everyone who's followed it. I have gotten quite a few followers.
Oh, good. Carter, where can people find you?
You can find me at Carter_Glasscock on Twitter and Instagram. And if you're in the LA area, specifically Malibu, you should come to me and Carly Garber's comedy show on June 26th. And it'll be fun. And we're going to have Lisa Traeger and
nice.
Danny Sellers and a bunch of good comics. So please come out and see it if you hear this and want to come.
Hell yeah.
I'm doing a show tonight in front of a painting of Charlie Chaplin on the sidewalk. So if you're listening to this, I've already killed it. To whoever was standing on the sidewalk or walking past during my set.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley, and if you want to come see me do stand up, the 18th of June I'm going to be at Avatar 2 at the Good Night in North Hollywood, and on the 24th, that's a Friday, I'm going to be hosting Jetpack at the Bar Lubitsch in beautiful West Hollywood. And the best way to support the show, head to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support the show, go to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show that attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, we're bringing coffee to your house.
Talking to you on a Saturday morning.
Uninvited. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.